We're going to create an image using clip art and auto shapes and other tools that come with PowerPoint. So to start with, I want to draw my hill down at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to go to auto shapes. I want to create a freeform shape that can be filled with color, so I'm going to use the freeform tool for that. I draw a hill. Now it can be kind of tricky doing the edges with this freeform tool because it's just a small pencil line. The good news is if you squiggle it a little along the way, once you play it back in your PowerPoint show, the squiggly little edges won't show the edges of PowerPoint. The slide will clean them up. So I've created my hill here. It's blue and I need a nice grassy green, so I go down to my paint bucket tool. I choose a green. So I have my hill. Now I want to add my tree. I've already saved my clip art images in a folder, so I go to Insert Picture from File. I select the tree. And I just click and drag him where I want him. I also want to go ahead and insert my cloud, so I go back to Insert Picture from File and select the cloud. Put him over here somewhere. Okay, so I have a hill and a tree and a cloud, and I want to show condensation, so in order to do that I'm going to need a body of water. I'm going to draw water down here to be a lake. I want to get rid of that line. I use the rectangle tool to draw that. And I don't want the water blocking the grassy hill, so I'm going over here to Draw, Order, Send to Back. And now my water's where I want it. It's there behind the hill. I need to add some finishing touches to my picture here, so I want to illustrate the idea of condensation. I go down to Auto Shapes. I choose Lines. I want to make some scribbly lines, so I choose the Scribble tool. And I draw some kind of squiggly lines here. I like that one, so I'm just going to make some copies of it. I highlight it. I choose Copy, and then just paste a couple of them. Then I click and drag those underneath the cloud. This does need to indicate upward movement of the condensation, so I want to put a little arrow tip on the ends of these. I choose the arrow tool and put little arrows on the ends of my squiggles here so that it looks as if the condensation is moving upward. The last thing I want to do is to make the water look a little less still. I want to put some ripples in it, so I go to Basic Shapes, Arc. The Arc tool draws a little line that's upside down, so I'm going to transform it. I click on the green button and just spin it over, and that's going more the direction I want it. And I like that too, so I'm just going to make some copies of that like I did with the lines. I copy and paste and paste and paste, and then I move those. Be careful when you're working with these that you're clicking on the arc and not on the rectangle that forms the water, because you want to move the pieces of the arc, not the rectangle that is the water. And I think I'll do a couple more of those. So by using simple auto shapes and simple clip art forms, you can do a lot toward creating your own custom graphics and custom images. And in this case, we're going to add a little bit of explanatory text. Remember what Mayer tells us about including the text on the screen itself rather than somewhere else. And fix your spelling, and there you go. Slide is complete and the image is done.